Yes, don't forget doggydiamondsnofilter.com is still the website that we trust for Ori, for everything, Doggy Diamonds. It's a new site too. I just updated the site. I want y'all to go check it out. The link is right in the below in the description, I believe. Is it? I don't know. doggydiamondsnofilter.com. I will make sure that it's there. doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Also, for only $100, I could promote your content on Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, Threads, and doggydiamondsnofilter.com. Hit me up on Instagram at doggydiamonds for your promo, serious inquiries only. If you got a clothing line, if you got a new mixtape, if you got merch, if you got a website, if you got a YouTube that you need promotion for, then you definitely should hit me up at Doggy Diamonds on Instagram. Let's go. Shout out to my guy Sterling in the building. And also, Nicholas Sealy is the one who put me on to this story. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? This is Doggy Diamonds. This is Doggy Diamonds on the Interlude TV. Shout out to Marvina Marshall in the building. Robert Scola in the building. Guard Zone DJ, I see you. Sterling, trainer to the stars in the building. We got a lot of people in the building. Tisha, my moderator, is in the building. She's here with me. Everybody is here. Reese TV is always here with me. Shout out to everybody for being here. BWB Wealth in the building. Lioness Queen in the building. Shout out to all of you. Always here with me, supporting me. So, getting real crazy out here. Your man Diddy, what's going on, man? So, I don't know what's going on. Diddy is having a real tumultuous year. First, he's giving back publishing. I told y'all why he did that. Then you got this whole Keefe D situation. Allegedly, he's implicated in the plot to assassinate Machiavelli the Don, Tupac Shakur. He's implicated in that. Then they banned him. They didn't want him to play the Joker anymore because they felt like he kind of messed it up and was acting a fool. So they sent him a cease and desist letter that he can't be the Joker on Halloween. So he trolled them and then turned into Batman. Now his long time girlfriend at one point and his ex-girlfriend Cassie has filed a $30 million lawsuit against him, accusing him of something so heinous, something so crazy that I don't even want to repeat it. So I'm confused. Not to mention, he got outed that he didn't really own Ciroc. He got outed for that. He didn't really own Ciroc. It was just, he was a figurehead. So let me see something for you. Let me find something to you. Let me find it. I should have had this prepared, but I was so flabbergasted by the news. I just automatically went live and was like, yo, hold up. What is going on? So we're going to find the news story right now, if I can, so we could read it aloud together. And this is not all that cool. As you can see, as I share the screen, where is the share? Stop the music, share the screen. Okay, look, this is getting, look at the names associated with his name. Sean, Diddy, Combs, that bad word, and Cassie. It's on CNN. It's on the New York Times. It's on CNBC. It's on USA Today. It's on NBC News. I don't even know what source to use. Look, Diddy legal battle over tequila brand put on ice. He didn't even own nothing. He didn't own nothing that he was making y'all drink. So let's use CNN. Sean Diddy Combs accused of an abuse in a lawsuit filed by former girlfriend Cassie Ventura. See, I was always wondering how Cassie was with Ryan Leslie doing that good music. Then out of nowhere, she wasn't with Ryan Leslie no more. She was with this guy, and then the music was bad. And I'm not saying she was a good singer. I'm not saying she's a great singer or anything like that. But the music was dope because Ryan Leslie was a hell of a producer. So let's get into it. From CNN, producer and musician Sean Combs was sued in federal court in New York City on Thursday by his former girlfriend, Cassandra, I'm about to say Cassie, Cassandra, well, one S Ventura, who alleges she was scraped and subjected to years of repeated physical and other abuses by Combs. The complaint obtained by CNN alleges Combs lured Miss Ventura into a instantaneous, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle and into a romantic relationship with him. Within 2 years of the pair meeting in 2005 or 2006, and Combs signed Ventura to his label, Bad Boy Records, soon after. Ventura claims in the suit that Combs exerted his power and influence over her throughout the course of their professional and romantic relationship. Whoa. Sound familiar? According to the complaint, she was 19 when they met. I didn't even know that. Damn. And Combs was 37, and their business relationship lasted until 2019. Before I go any further, I want to ask her. I'll get to that after. I won't lose it. The complaint claims that Combs was physically violent towards Ventura, controlled all aspects of her personal life, introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and forced her to engage in various acts with other men during that time. I'm about to get off here. After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story. See, I'm surprised she didn't sign a NDA. Whoa. And speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. Ventura, an R&B singer who goes by the stage name Cassie, said in a statement to CNN, with the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life. Ben Brafman, attorney for Combs, said in a statement emailed to CNN via Combs' publicist that Mr. Combs vehemently, I don't like that word. I don't know how to pronounce that. Vehemently denies these offenses and outrageous allegations. Why they got to use that word? Trying to make me look dumb. That was against me. Diddy did that. See, they did that because all of us that try to read that, they going to show that. Anyway. The statement continues. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. In addition to Combs, the lawsuit names his companies, including Bad Boy Entertainment, and Combs Enterprises. It also names Epic Records, which was listed as an employer to Ventura. Now, it was something that was deep, and I didn't see it in here, but I read it somewhere else. But what I read on one of these, maybe I can find it for you. Wow, they say. So now they're saying, in this one, CNBC, they said it was a scrape in trafficking. He scraped and trafficked her. So now the plot thickens when the language changes in different words. But I believe in one of the things that I seen, he was accused of filming her getting knocked down by other men. So it says the suit claims that Combs scraped Cassie in her house after she tried to leave him, blew up another man's car after learning of his romantic interest in the singer, and often beat and kicked her. Here we go. And it says Combs forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex acts with other male sex workers while spanking his monkey and filming the encounters. Throughout their relationship, Mr. Combs was prone to uncontrollable rage and frequently beat Miss Ventura savagely. These beatings were witnessed by Mr. Combs' staff and employees of Bad Boy Entertainment and Mr. Combs' related businesses, but no one dared to speak up against their frightening and ferocious boss. Holy smokes. Where do I begin? Where am I at? Okay, start the music. So, what's happening? Listen, Brother Malcolm said, sometimes the chickens come home to roost. Now, there's two ways you can look at this. You could look at this as a scorned woman looking for a payday. You could look at this as somebody who probably told him, look, I'm going to tell everybody about you. Send that in. Now, the only way he might be able to fight this, if it's text, if she called and he recorded her, if it's emails of her demanding money, or she's going to tell. That might vindicate him. However, if she has any bruises, any pictures, any documents proving that he did this to her, and any witnesses, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. No more parties for you, fam. See, something is going on with him. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who he pissed off in them high places that they put him in. But some reason they want him out. He's been having a rough year. 2023 has not been kind. And we knew since 2022, our eyes was going to be open to a lot of things. Since 2022, we knew that was the year when the vision was up and we was going to see a lot of stuff. Now, this man has a lot of things associated with him. And the funniest thing, when you think about it, that's not funny, but I'm just saying it as a figure of speech. Many people are not here to speak for themselves because they're deceased. One person who's been speaking up for years has been Gene Deal. And people been telling him, be quiet, all you do is talk about Diddy. But I wonder if some of the things Gene Deal was saying was able to make other people look. And they maybe tap Diddy on the shoulder and say, hey, bro, some of these allegations about you, some of these things we've been hearing about you, starting to become bad for business. Control yourself, control some of your habits, or you gotta go. Now, I don't know if y'all know him personally, but I know people who know him personally that say he thinks he's God. No, I'm serious. It's people who say he think he's God, he's untouchable, he talk to people crazy. He's not a good dude. Maybe he didn't think it could happen to him. Maybe you think when you in these high places and you're a billionaire, how could you do something to a billionaire? See, we have something called the universe. And the universe is perfect. That's why numbers always align. That's why when you sit there, you think about something they're called. When you're in tune with the universe is perfect. We fuck up the universe or attempt to, but the universe is perfect. What made you think from City College to Keefe D, to Cassie, to Biggie, to Tupac, to Black Rob, to Craig Mack, to Kim Porter, you was gonna be able to ride off into the sunset. And I don't wish this for you. But if we look at the end of New Jack City, when old man pull out the burner and said, idolater, nobody rides off into the sunset unscathed. Sometimes you gotta, my grandmother used to tell me something. You better quit while you ahead. See, quit while you ahead means that you're playing cards. You might be playing poker, blackjack, or anything, and you ahead. You're winning. Quit. I'm out. No. You start getting drunk with power. You want to party. Who in their right mind can be sane after about 8 or 9 people around you are deceased? Your day ones deceased, your artist deceased, your bodyguard deceased, your baby mother deceased, your mentors deceased. Really think about that. How could you be in your right mind? So you might be in alleged custody because of that. You might drink excessively because of that. And then with power comes corruption. See, power is supposed to come with responsibility. You're supposed to be responsible when you get power, but with power comes corruption. With power comes you wanting to exude your power on other people. Then you become a bully. Then you start doing things like taking box, unfortunately. You start making men do things to you because you're powerful and you want to show the world I can make a grown ass, big, strong diesel man fold for $20,000. I can do whatever I want because I got money. I could go on a boat. And some of us get blinded by money and people, fame and fortune. But what cause? What cause is it if you're in custody? What cause is it if everybody around you is dead? What cause is it if you are lonely? You are addict. You are addict. So you got this 19-year-old girl, which I would never date a 19-year-old. You know why? Because I'm too old. Their brain is not mature. Their body might look mature, but their brain is not mature enough. Well, let's say they're mature, but they're not on my level. Now, here we go. We at a time now. Everything, there's nothing hidden anymore. Everything is in plain sight. Everything is in plain sight. Think about how crazy and sick you gotta be if you want to tape your girl getting knocked down by another dude and spank your monkey while she getting knocked down and you film it. What in the cuck is going on? You watch your girl get knocked down by male workers? Where did you hire them at? It's not like in New York City back in the day. It used to be like, yo, taxi. Where do you find male sex workers? You got them on speed dial. Did you get a referral? I need you to come through. For what? You're going through to knock down Cassie for Diddy. And he wants to film it and spank his monkey. What the hell is going on? You couldn't have a worse year. I mean, maybe his worst year might have been 96. Maybe he probably had some bad times, you know, the loss of a lot of people. But listen, this is not nothing new. We watched him on television come on the Fab. I mean, we gotta say what it is. We interpret that as him coming on to Fab. I want to party with you, daddy. What man calls somebody daddy that ain't their father? I mean, what slang is that? I would never call another man daddy. Unless his name was Big Daddy Kane, Granddaddy IU, Daddy Mac, Mac Daddy. But I would never look at a man and say, we never partied together, daddy. Just really think about that. Daddy? And he ain't your pops? He never knocked your moms down? So just think about what's happening. No, the 70s was cat daddy. It was never daddy. They had cat in front of it. But we watched him come on the Fab. And then Fab, bro, what happened? You end up doing a song with him. I mean, you're supposed to stay away from that dude. But see, all the cap. Now, let me tell you something. Let me give y'all a jewel, because y'all might not know this, but I'm going to give y'all a jewel of why the publishing was given back. The publishing wasn't given back because he was doing a great thing. The publishing wasn't given back. The publishing was given back because if they investigated, they found out the artists were getting underpaid. You take my word for it. I spoke to people who know all about it. I spoke to people who, let's just say that. The artists were getting underpaid. So when the artists getting underpaid, if they had to did the investigation on the publishing, he would have owed money. So you might as well just give it back to them. Because it's not like they're getting in films. It's not like they're getting record plays. It's not like they're getting spins and none of that stuff. Not like they're getting any of that stuff. So you give it back. But a lot of times, they make people sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, so they can't express what really took place and what was the terms of giving it back. So as people were saying, that's a good thing. That's great. Let's say Black Rob got his publishing back. Black Rob, unfortunately, is no longer with us. So it might work good for his family, but how did that work for him? Let's say Biggie got his publishing back. It might be good for his family, but how did that work for him? After 20 years, you give somebody their publishing back? Why did you have it in the first place? You ain't write shit. So what I'm seeing right now is that, somebody, I'm telling you, I don't know if it's the hooded people. I don't know if it's the people who go check the owls every time in the forest, and they don't want him around no more. So as we see this, pay attention to who gets promoted, because remember, the spot has to be filled. The spot doesn't stay vacant. I mean, it's like a parking. It's like a parked car. If it's a spot, somebody's going to park there, right? This spot has to be filled. There has to be a liaison. Yeah, I'm thinking about my homeboy. Shout out to Liaison. You think I'm playing? Hold on. Just to show you, because I don't want y'all to think I mispronounced that word too. Let me show you something. I spoke to my boy earlier today. Liaison, that's his name. The spot has to get filled. I don't know if they aged him out, if he just didn't listen. See, sometimes we be in these situations and they tell you to do something and you don't listen. Now you gotta go. Let's see who they promote. Because remember, when they took Kanye out the Billionaires Club, they put him in. He wasn't in that before Kanye? Y'all don't remember that? They took Kanye out of the Billionaires Club and they put him in. He was already in, but he was one of the top 4. Now, remember, it was Kanye, this person. Then Kanye got demoted, and then they said, now Diddy is in there now. He wasn't in there before Kanye was in there? He wasn't already there? How did he, within a day or two, now he's in the club? He was in the Billionaires Black Man Club. Because when we talk about black billionaires, when we compare them to Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, they're broke. They have billions. These guys have $2 billion. That's not a little bit of money. We ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna sit here in front like it ain't no money. That's some guap. But just think about it. Pay attention. They're going to put somebody in that spot. His time might be up. Now look. I seen him sometimes try to speak out. I seen him sometimes try to go against them taking our culture. Watch him on Earn Your Leisure if you get a chance, if in your leisure time. Watch him on Earn Your Leisure, and he was talking about how they take our culture. He claimed racism against the liquor companies. He started using words that you don't get to use if you're going to be down. You don't get to use these words, and we slid you through. Pause when it comes to this situation. You don't get to use these words after we sat you in the seat. Now just look. When we look at a situation and we say, this could be fake. Because I see somebody in the chat, shout out to you. I don't even block nobody. Let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And look, in Nebraska Police Department, Gully said you don't get no ad. Well, how would Gully know what I get? Why are you here saying that? How could a man say another man don't get no box if they live close to Ohio? Anyway. Woo. Anyway. Think about this. Clive Davis put him on. He did a deal with Clive Davis, right? But he was with Andre Harrell. He could have did the deal with Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell was his mentor and fired him for some reason. So he went and did a deal with Clive Davis. Clive Davis gave him millions. Millions. Off of what he did? Off of potential? $2 million? So look, think about it. Think about this, right? Think about this. We in a situation where years later, Clive Davis comes out and said he go both ways. Now, ride with me here. Pause. You gotta pause everything. He said he go both ways. Why the fuck would you give somebody all that money? I don't really think I need to say anymore. He gave the nigga a lot of money. Then later on came out and said he go both ways. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying that's what he said. I mean, it's up for you to put 1 with 2 with 3 and 4. You get all this money. You start your empire. You don't need Andre no more. And then Andre ends up having to work for you. Then you got everybody publishing. You ain't write shit. You ain't do one beat. You didn't even put a think in the beat. You didn't even put a hi-hat. Is he a producer? Yes. Per definition, he is a producer. Dead serious. But. Took everybody publishing. A lot of people underpaid, overworked. Because how did you have a whole thing, a whole rink of artists, and then nobody is there in the 2 billion club but you? How do you become the lead rapper on your label when your job was to sign rappers? How does everybody that was affiliated with you, your rappers, run to God? Let me give you something, because I ain't gonna keep y'all all night. You know, the night is young. Listen, if all your artists run to God, hear me out. All your artists run to God. You had Loon, Muslim, Shine. I don't know what the hell Shine was on. Mace. What God do you serve? What God do you serve that they didn't stay with you and the God that you always think? What God are you down with? If they all ran a different God. They didn't even run together. Craig Mack was in a cult. This is a fact. Craig Mack was in a cult. Shout out to Chin Beats. What God do you serve? They all ran to different gods. They didn't run together like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Yo, I'll go over here and, deal with this faith. They ran to different gods. They ran to opposing gods. They did everything to get the fuck away from you. What God did you serve? Mace, Craig Mack, Loon, Shine. All different gods. But you always thank God, though. So, if this is done in the spirit of Notorious B.I.G., if this is done in the spirit of Tupac, if this is done in the spirit of Kim Porter, Wolf, the City College people, if they spirits, and I don't want to be spooky, but if the spirit of justice, if the spirit of justice, if the spirit of righteousness is coming back, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. So, let's watch how this played out. Dude, hold on. BWB Wealth said, Shine rather went and did, no, not Shine. G. Depp rather went to jail for 25 years. He was free. He told on himself. For some shit he got away with. He wasn't even charged. They didn't even know. You know how much trauma you gotta be going through if you say, hold on. I'd rather go to jail than to deal with this nigga and this shit. Just really think about that. Imagine you sitting in the crib, bopping your head right, and you say, yo, this nigga like, yo, Playboy, we need another album. And you say, nah, I remember some shit I did a long time ago. I'd rather go to jail. What the fuck? Let's really think about that. Yo, nah. Rest in peace to all them great people. And you know, on a real serious note, to all the people, because, okay, let's say, because we got to say allegedly, right? But she did file a lawsuit. If this really happened to Cassie, you know she ain't the only one. You know she ain't the only one. You know she ain't the only one. So let's just see how this play out. Let's just see what happens. I think it ain't gonna look good. It ain't gonna look good in the end. Allegedly. So with that, I'm Doggy Diamonds. This is the Interlude TV. But it's a lot of individuals. Yo, you can't, one thing you can't, because I don't believe in karma, but I do believe in the universe, right? I do believe in the food chain. The universe is the top of the food chain. Now you could, we could plant the seed and the grass grow and the cow eat the grass and then we eat the cow. And then we die and then we go back in the ground where we planted the seed for the grass for the cow. I think this is about to open up a shitstorm that we never seen before. I think it's about to get real interesting. Real interesting. And we gonna see. We gonna see. So like Tisha said, more coming. But I'm Doggy Diamonds. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Until next time. No, this is the beginning of might be the beginning of the ending. Beginning of the ending. And shout out, and you know what? Shout out to, who was that? I don't think that was Jimmy. There was Jimmy Kimmel, I believe, for asking him that question that your bodyguard said. I thought that was real big of Jimmy Kimmel to ask him that. Did you see when Jimmy Kimmel asked him about his bodyguard saying that he asked that Will Smith and Jada asked could they smash J-Lo and he got mad? See, all this freak Hollywood stuff, it's over for that. You see in other cases, other situations, they be letting dudes go down by themselves. Everybody gonna separate themselves from it, just like them the Epstein and the Weinstein. You see, everybody was like, yo, I don't know them like that. We done seen them in pictures with people smiling like this. We done seen all that. And then when people ask them about them, people be like, nah, I don't really know him like that. We just took a picture. Man, you was in his movies. Now all of a sudden nobody know Harvey Weinstein. Just really think about that. Now all of a sudden nobody was on the plane with Jeffrey Epstein. Nobody. Nobody knows what Harvey Weinstein was doing. They got kicked out too. Nobody knows who was on the plane. Nobody knows what Harvey Weinstein was really doing. Now Diddy, Love, Diddy Pop, whatever you want to call yourself today. If they went down, what you think they gonna do to your black ass? Thank y'all for joining me. Until next time, I'm out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Later.